everyone, Amazon is having, I believe, their first ever big spring sale. It's just like their Amazon Prime Days that they do in the summer and started doing in the fall, except this one's a week long. It's already been going on for a couple of days, so there's less pressure to hurry up, buy, you gotta buy it. You don't have to buy any of this, of course, per usual, but you do have some more time to do so if you would like. I have to stress, this video is not sponsored. If you aren't aware by now, I'm just a big fan of shopping at Amazon. It's super easy, the shipping is fast and free, the returns are easy, you know the drill. So I combed over 200 pages of information, several thousand, that's a low number, tens of thousands of products. I narrowed it down to my top 50 picks to get you started on the sale. I've broken them out into categories, and like all my videos, I have them numbered up here and then numbered down in the description box. And I've taken all of that information and pinned it to the top of the comments to find, well, I should say, to make it easy for you to find those links. I'm not adding the prices today because Amazon is infamous for fluctuating them up and down even within a given day. Just know that all of these items are on sale lower than what they normally are on the Amazon website. All right, are you ready? Let's start off with my top 5 most anticipated deals. Number 1, hands down, is the Coway Air Purifier. I feel like I have talked about this a lot. Coway Air Purifier is what I have in my bedroom. Both my kids have it in their apartments. It filters out allergens, odors, dust, all the things. I've heard from so many of you that have had the same experience, and that the day you turned it on, the next morning you woke up for the first time in years without a runny nose. It's amazing. It's also one of the more affordable air purifiers. It's one of the top rated on the market. And for me, which was very important, is that the replacement air filters are under $40. They last a year. That to me is really important because some, like Dyson, their air filters cost as much as the whole air purifier unit can be. So I like that this is very cost efficient. Number 2, another one I get asked about a lot. I have a duvet cover, and from what I can tell, that is not in the sale, but the down insert is. Now, I have the oversized king, so get the one that fits your bed. I like to get one that's a size bigger than my actual bed. I have a regular king size bed, so I got the oversized king size, so I get more draping on the sides of the bed. But I also went for the, I believe it's the lightest weight. There are different weights and fills, so you can go with a heavier, warmer fill, you go year round, you can go lightweight. I'm a hot sleeper, so I went lightweight. I still like all the fluff of a down comforter, but I do not want all the heat, especially as we're moving into spring and summer. Now, I did just knock the price of the Dyson air filters, but I do really like the Dyson vacuum cleaner, the cordless one. I believe it's V15. Several of the Dyson vacuum cleaners are in the Amazon Big Spring Sale. This is the one I have. I actually have 2 of them that I did purchase on sale last year. Using these is fun. There's a little laser light at the end of it, so you see where all the dust is. It's like playing a real live video game while getting your steps in. So I love it. Super effective. It will make you want to vacuum every single day. And another Dyson product. I'm most excited about these because these are high ticket items. So if these are on sale, you're getting the most bang for your buck. It's their Hot and Cool Fan. This got me through the winter. I have an autoimmune disorder where my hands and feet and my nose actually get super cold, even if it's not that cold where I am. And so having the little Dyson Hot and Cool Fan right next to my desk where I spend most of my daytime hours was super helpful. Also kept the heating cost low. I didn't have to heat the whole house up to a tropical level, just the little area around me. And then come summertime, it'll be nice to have that fan as well. And then the last one that I am super excited about is not a big ticket item, but it's probably my most requested link, and it's to my clothing steamer. It's a foldable steamer. I do bring it with me to travel. I also use it every day to steam things like this new kind of linen blend dress that I'm wearing. Regardless of what kind of house you live in, whether you live in a huge house with a wonderfully appointed laundry room or you're in a very small apartment, not a lot of counter space or anywhere to iron, this is fantastic. Also a great gift for those going off to college. And that leads us to the next category, which are items that are perfect to give to recent high school graduates or someone moving into their first apartment. All these are great for the grown-ups too, don't get me wrong. But if you're looking for a few things as a high school graduation is coming up or college graduation, let me alert you to number 6, the Bissell Stick Vac. We have bought these for both of our kids, for college, for their dorm room, and it's still with them in their first apartment. So I can speak to their longevity and their effectiveness. So it's a great, just easy, even if in college they only use it once right before you come in for Parents Weekend, they will hang on to it. And just, I've mentioned this before, so I'm sorry if you've heard this tip. If your kid's a little bit shy about meeting new people, being one of the only people on their floor in their dorm that has a vacuum cleaner in their room can help them make friends. Just spread it around that they have a vacuum cleaner to borrow. Suddenly they're meeting new people. Number 7, this is great for all of us. This is the number 1 rated step stool or step ladder on the Amazon platform. This is sitting in my cart. I'm filming this a couple days ahead of the sale, so so I'm waiting to get the sale price too. It's just something you buy once, you have forever. We rarely pull out a ladder, but we're always pulling out our step stool. I've had the same one since we got married, so getting close to 30 years now. Might be time to just get one that's maybe a little more sturdy. And obviously this is also great to have as you're moving out of your house into a college apartment, dorm, that kind of thing. Number 8 isn't specific for dorm or apartment life. I have bought these more than 8 times, and I'm talking about these hotel collection pillows. These are a down alternative. They're super squishy and soft, and they feel like down without making you sneeze if you have issues or if you have an ethical reason why you don't want to use down. I have them on every bed in my house. My kids have them on their beds. We love them, and if you have someone moving into a new place to live, a set of really nice pillows is an amazing thing. And for number 9, I originally recommended the IKEA version of these, but all the Amazon sellers picked up on how great they are, and they have made their own versions, which honestly are a lot less expensive and easier to grab. So if you are moving someone in and out of a dorm, an apartment, or you just need some more storage in your own home, these extra large moving storage bags are incredible. They are lifesavers. You can even put them on your back with the straps over your shoulders and carry them up to the dorms. Trust me, you are gonna want these. And then when you've unpacked, let's say that you're moving a college student into their dorm room, once you've unpacked them, they're flat, they can fold up, you can shove them under their bed, and when it's time to move them out, you are all ready to go. Now let's talk about some tech, electronic stuff. All of these also can fall into the same category as great gift ideas for college students or for yourself, but I had to put these into different categories. So number 10 is this portable charger with built-in cables and, most importantly, a built-in plug, so you can charge it plugging it right into the wall. You don't need a special cable for that. I have one that I recommended years ago, and then they discontinued it. They have brought it back. I love it. I think the key here is not just the multiple charging cables, but the fact that you don't need a separate one to charge the actual device. Game changer. Number 11 are these Raycon earbuds. Everyone in my family has them. Yes, I have the big over the ear or over the head Apple Max, whatever those things are. I have my Apple, the little ones, the AirPods, but I have this particular set of earbuds in my bathroom. I keep them there because they don't fall out of my head. And so I pop those in when I'm doing my hair and I'm doing like all this stuff. Even if I flip my head over, they do not fall out. If you work out, if you're active, these are fantastic. And the battery life, pretty sure is longer than the Apple ones too. Number 12 is this magnetic phone charger with a stand. So what's great about this is it charges your phone, as long as it's a MagSafe phone, without any cables. It just sticks to the back of your phone with that magnet. Charging occurs. It also has a fold-out little kickstand, so you can use it, you can watch movies or whatever on your phone and have it propped up. So very handy, especially if you're traveling. We'll get to the travel section in just a little bit. This is another great option, not just for your own home, but for those moving into a dorm or an apartment. It's a flat plug surge protector power strip. I have 2 of these in my house. This works really well when the outlet that you need to plug stuff into is behind a couch or behind a dresser, and you want to be able to push that right up against the wall, but then you can't access the plug. So it lays flat against the wall, so you can get your furniture pressed right up against the wall, and then it has a bit of an extension cord. And I believe this link has several different lengths, starting at 5 feet long. And then that extension cord comes out from behind that furniture, so then you can easily plug in multiple items. I believe it has regular outlets and USB ports as well. And then not everything I'm going to recommend is something I actually own. So number 14 is this Jackery portable power station. It's sitting in my cart. We have fairly frequent power outages, and I'm not looking for a whole house generator or anything like that, but what I would really like is something I can power my coffee maker, have available to charge my laptop and my phones, that kind of thing. It's just big enough to do those things. I'm not running a refrigerator on it or anything like that, but just to get us through that little hump. I'm still looking at like a whole house generator somewhere down the road, but I think this is a nice little stand-in just to get us over the hump as we're moving into spring storm season. Now let's talk about some kitchen specific items that are in the Amazon sale. So first off, this KitchenAid stand mixer. I have had mine, well, let's see, in June we are celebrating 28 years of marriage, so I've had mine 28 years. It is still going strong. I love it. There's lots of alternatives on the market, but the KitchenAid I think is still the gold standard. I love that it is included in the sale. Another piece that I've had for a long time, I just recently replaced only because I'm lazy and I wanted the biggest water reservoir I could find, so I actually upgraded to commercial. If you are looking for a new Keurig that has the largest water tank that is just specific for home use, it's this one. It's in the sale. I'm not going to recommend the Keurig single serve that is in the sale because that one I think is still listed at around $60 or $70, and that's not the best price. So just wait. Like if you want to send your kid off to college with one, just wait until closer to summer. I think we're going to see better deals on that. Another item that is on my wish list, it's sitting in my cart, is this French door air fryer. So we have an air fryer that I think is already better than every other one I've seen on the market. It looks like a real oven. It has the pull down door, but my husband has been on this kick that he wants a French door. Do we need this? No, this is definitely a want, not a need. That's why it's sitting in the cart and I haven't bought it yet, but it has amazing reviews. It's the largest capacity I've ever seen on an air fryer, and it might be a Father's Day gift. Men love gadgets like that. So we have a gift section coming. This would make a good Father's Day gift too. Okay, next are these glass storage containers. So I'm sure you've already heard everyone all over social media and the news talking about microplastics in our food. We have to phase out plastic. So I've been trying to do as much as I can. I didn't do like a whole kitchen clean out, but I did get rid of all of my plastic food storage and I'm swapping them out for glass storage. But I needed to stack up on some more because every time I have someone come over to visit, I send them home with leftovers in my glass storage containers. So I wanted to list these. I like the variety of sizes. And again, someone moving into their first apartment, these would make a great gift. Speaking of getting rid of plastic, so I have 8 million plastic tumblers and cups and I need to phase those out. And I've seen this set before. This might be the time to get it. It's sitting in my cart. These are a set of 4 20-ounce glass tumblers with the wooden lids and it includes the glass straw. You don't have to make a fancy coffee drink. I think they're just great if you want to fill them up with water. And 20 ounces is a nice size. You fill it up 3 times, 4 times. Now you know you've gotten your water allotment for the day and you're being safer drinking from glass versus plastic. I know we're so sick of the Stanley cups. I get it. But I do really like this one. It's the flip straw tumbler. I don't love the big mug, the big giant mug that looks like a trash can with a handle. I have it. But what I reach for, especially if I'm leaving my house, is the one with the built-in flip straw with a normal handle. So you can still be hands-free. You can slip your hand through it, carry things. You don't have to worry about it spilling in your car. Just make sure the straw is flipped. Do make sure you take it apart and clean it. We don't need the mold and the bacteria. But if you're looking for a good Stanley option, I think this one is superior to the big giant. It's so overhyped. This one though is not, underhyped. Let's stick with more home hacks and decor items for the next section. So the Bissell little green cleaning machine. We had it, recently gave it to our older son and his fiance because they recently adopted a puppy and they're working on house training. Jake has told me he's really put that thing to use and it's doing an amazing job for them, which is fantastic. It's fantastic if you're a pet owner, if you have little kids coming in your house, if you're just a human that lives normal life, you're gonna make some messes. It's fantastic. It's a bestseller every year. Sticking with cleaning, the Shark Steam Mop. I hate mopping. I do love vacuuming with my Dyson now that it has that laser thing. Don't love mopping. This one again is fun, no fuss. You just fill the tank and you steam as you go and it dries so quickly. And I just feel like that steam gets things cleaner. It has a super long cord and then you just take the cleaning pad off, throw it in the washing machine and you're set for cleaning again because that never stops. Okay, as we are getting into the warm months and we are putting away our sweaters, it is time for some sweater maintenance. And if you don't have a fabric shaver, you need this one. This one is, I think, the #1 rated. It's the one that I have. Every natural fabric and a lot of synthetic fabrics pill, all of them, and they need to be maintained. This works great on any pilling anywhere, blankets, towels, couches. If you have a cat with claws and it's shredding your sofa, you can use that to shave off the little, bits of your couch that are now falling off. It's a fantastic find. Just one of those little things you need to have. Pull it out once in a while. Thank me later. Here's another thing you don't think about until you need it. Throw pillow inserts. How many times have you picked one up and they're just flat or they lose their shape? This is the one that I believe is recommended most by interior decorators, and they have so many different sizes and shapes. And this is what I get to put in all of my throw pillows. Even if they already come with an insert, I swap it out and put in this one. Another little thing you didn't know you needed until you had it are these clear chair leg covers. So instead of putting the felt pads on the bottom of your chair legs that constantly fall off and they get caught and they just don't do their job, these just slide. There's no adhesive. These just slide over the leg of your chair and then your chairs glide over tile, over hardwood, whatever the hard surface is, and they don't get all grungy and they just last forever. I put them on every single chair on our first floor that's on a hard surface, and I have not had to replace any of them. And no more horrible screeching when we slide our chairs in and out from the table. Here's another organizational item that I love mine. I have some fixed shelves in my closet, and these clear shelf dividers just help me stack up my folded jeans, help me organize my purses better. Is my closet perfectly organized? No, but the shelving is. Everything is stacked up beautifully. You can use these, of course, in your closet. You can use them in an armoire. You can use them in your pantry. Lots of uses. If you're having trouble just keeping things in line and everything sliding around in your closet, give these a go. They really help me keep things organized. Alrighty, we are on to gift ideas. Not a ton, because I honestly think that a lot of these that I've mentioned and I'm going to mention could make for great gifts, but these are specifics. I only have 3. So number 27 is again something I'm looking at for the golfers in my family, which is everyone but me. It's this Coway rangefinder. For years, my husband poo-pooed them. Now all of a sudden he's okay with a rangefinder. So if you've been looking for a good golf gift for someone in your life who loves golf, this is a great find. For me, I think this is the best gift. I mean, I already have mine, so I'm not gifting it to myself, but this eye massager with heat, especially as we're moving into allergy season, oh my gosh, this got me through so many migraines, so many sinus headaches, so many allergies. You just put it on, it vibrates, it massages, it is heaven, heaven. Might be a nice stress reliever for a kid going off to college. I'm just saying, this is a gift. It can fit every occasion. It's been a bestseller of mine for years. If it's something you've just been thinking about, now might be the time to add it to your cart. And I've recommended these before, but I actually just bought these. So there's a group of girls that we get together once a month or so whenever it's somebody's birthday. We've been doing this since our kids were in middle school together. They are now 24 years old, and we don't do gifts for each other anymore, but when we get together for someone's birthday, we just bring little gifts for each other, like for everybody, not just the birthday girl. We bring cards for the birthday girl. So I am bringing everyone some of these cocktail mixers. Now, I am someone who does not drink alcohol, but I still like to have fun drinks. So all you need to do is dump this into a glass of ice with sparkling water, and then you can just leave it as is if you just want a mocktail. If you would like to make it an adult beverage, you just add whatever the alcohol is that they suggest, and then stir that in as well. So my little gift bag that I'm bringing all the ladies is some of my favorite individual sparkling water. Speaking of Amazon. And a few of these mixers in a little gift bag. We just do almost like little goodie bags, nothing big. So I think these would be great as a gift idea. That's why I'm putting it in the gift section. But as we're moving into summer and you might be having parties and you don't want to figure out how to make 20 different cocktails for all of your guests, this is a great idea. We're on to number 30 and a new category, beauty and personal items. So let's get through the beauty items first. Bioderma micellar water. I order this constantly. I'm going to pay full price for it, but if I can get it while it's on sale, fabulous. This is what I use every single night just to take off my makeup on my eyes. I don't do my whole face. I use other stuff for that, but I really want to make sure I'm concentrating on my eyes and getting all of that off, especially all this mascara. I've been using this for years. It is fantastic. Stock up when you can. Number 31 is the Bio-Ionic Long Barrel Curling Iron. It did not curl my hair for this, but if you have trouble curling your hair, it might be because the barrel is traditionally a lot shorter and it's just hard to maneuver around and do the things you want it to do. The Bio-Ionic long barrels are longer for a reason, and they're just so much easier to use. It just gives you a little more wiggle room, and I find that it's the key between the beginner who's just struggling to figure it out and like an expert. That long barrel just bridges that gap. They do come in several widths. I have the 1 inch, I have the 1 1/4 inch, and I have the 1.5 inch too. I love them. For number 32, I have to recommend this, even though I haven't used it. So many of you have written into me to let me know how much you love the snail mucin essence. They make it in a sheet mask now. So if you just want a little extra snail mucin, I think this is 10 times more concentrated. This is a really fun option, and it's in the sale. Now, I mentioned that I take my makeup off with a different cleanser. I actually use 2. One is Colleen Rothschild. That's what I use when I'm standing at my sink. What I use when I'm taking off my makeup in the shower is the Elemis Cleansing Balm because it emulsifies in water, whereas the Colleen Rothschild one does not. For shower use, it's the Elemis, and the Elemis Cleansing Balm is in the spring sale. So if you are a big fan of that one, snatch it now. Another favorite of mine in the beauty category is the Boldify hair powder, which I could probably use right now. So it comes in so many colors, and if you have, growth from your natural color growing in, or your grays are showing through, or you want to add highlights even, just bloop, plop it on. It works like magic, I swear. And it's on sale. All the colors are on sale. And you can take like a really thin eyebrow kind of brush, and you can even put it in to fill in on your eyebrows too. You can do a lot with this thing. If you missed my most recent beauty video, I talked a lot about how I'm trying to focus more on cool toned makeup because I've been told I look better in cool toned colors. And this mini palette from Urban Decay, it's their Urban Decay Naked 2 palette. All cool tones, fantastic, not a lot of colors to overwhelm you. You can get a lot of eye looks with this. I think it's a fantastic buy at full price, but if you can get it on sale, why not? I recently recommended this Grande Brow Serum. I just started using it myself. It was in the Ulta sale and it was only, it was 50% off, but I think only for one day. You have a few more days to grab it. I believe it's 50% off in the Amazon sale too. I can't tell you how it works because I've only been using it for a couple of weeks, but it's really easy to use and that's kind of important. It doesn't matter how great the product is. If it's too much of a fuss to use, you're not gonna use it. So it's not gonna work at all. This one you just dip, paint on at the end of your skincare routine at night, and you're done. Number 37 is another huge favorite of a lot of yours, so I just want to let you know if you need more IT Cosmetics CC cream, it's on sale. Now's the time to grab it. This is the original formula, the cult classic, everyone's favorite, great for summertime. All the colors, they've expanded the shade range. It's in the Amazon sale. Now we're getting to more of the personal care and just randomly weird items that kind of fall under beauty and personal care, starting with these nippies. Yes, I said it, nipple covers. For a variety of reasons, you may want them. Maybe you want to go braless. They now have two options. Okay, check this out. They're stick-on nipple covers and they come in, I think, 3 sizes this way, 5 skin tone colors, and now they have a lift version. So not just the round, I cannot believe I'm doing this with my hands. Not just the round kind, but like a little bit of a lift. So if you wanted to go completely braless and just hoik them up a little bit, they're supposed to work. It's sitting in my cart. I will let you know how that works at some point. I don't know how, but we'll figure out a way to update you on that one. Summer season, a lot of you like to put them under your bathing suits. If you're wearing something strapless or a little, you don't want the poke through, whatever. Now's the time to grab your nippies because they are on sale. 39, okay, very specific audience here, but my retainer cleansing tablets. I've used 2 brands. I love them both. I kind of alternate. These happen to be on sale, so I'm going to grab them. I use these to clean my Invisalign trays, which I'm almost done with for during the day, and my retainers that now I have to wear at night. Super easy to use. They do an amazing job of cleaning them. I've been wearing the same trays now since mid-January, and they're still crystal clear. Number 40 are these Lumi deodorant wipes. I do not like to perspire, so I use an antiperspirant, but especially spring and summer, sometimes you need to freshen up, even though you've used it. I love these Lumi deodorant wipes. I've had them, I think, for close to a year now. I don't know if I've ever talked about them on YouTube, so here I am talking about them. They're great for freshening up. They're great to take along for travel, long flights, that kind of thing. Keep them in a gym bag, keep them in your car. They're cooling. I like the cucumber scent, and my armpits can be a little bit sensitive, and these have not irritated them at all. A couple of my all-time favorite sunglasses that were already very affordable are in the sale. The first are my most worn pair. I get the most questions about. They're polarized. They are acrylic. They're super lightweight. I have them in the brown and the black, but there are a ton of colors to choose from. The other pair that I wear all the time, they're more of a round aviator shape. I have the mirrored lenses, which do come in a lot of other colors. I have them in pink, but there are non-mirrored options as well. Tons of colors. They hold their shape. They don't stretch out. I love them. And then the last thing for beauty, personal type items is this foldable sun visor hat. So what I love about this is I can pile my hair up on my head, wear a ponytail, put this on, my face is covered, keeps the sun off my face, keeps me cool. I think if you're a golfer, this would be fantastic as well. Great for the beach, great for the pool, sporting events, and it just rolls up in a little cylinder and it's super packable too. I did not even plan that, but that brings us into the travel section. Not a ton. I do have a specific travel video planned for later in April as we're getting closer to summer travel season. Just have a few things. First is this hanging toiletry bag. I know I recommend this all the time. It's because it's outstanding. There's just nothing better on the market. I have the medium size, I have the large size. I am an overpacker. I don't think anyone would disagree with me on that. And the medium is just fine. It's the one that I reach for and I still have plenty of room inside it. Large, I've used for years. It's almost too big in the fact that things can move around too much in there. So if you don't know which one, go for the medium. This is another great one to give as a going away gift for a college student. Number 45 is this convertible duffel bag, but it's actually a hanging garment bag that rolls up into a duffel bag. This is another great high school graduation gift, but it is just the coolest way to pack your hanging garments if you really don't want to fold them up. The whole thing unrolls. You can see the picture here. It's just amazing what this thing can do and how much it can hold. Great for especially the college kids. They go on a lot of like weekend trips and things like that, or maybe it's someone who's graduating from college and is going to have to travel for business. This is a great gift idea. And then last for travel is this compression cubes set. Now, I don't love packing cubes so much, but I do like compression cubes. I am more of a flat packer, and I'll show you how I do that next month. You know, I'm looking to maximize how much I can shove in a suitcase because that's how I pack. So this, you know, you put your stuff in the cube and then you zip it. It doesn't need like a suction thing or anything. And it just makes everything more compressed and flat in your suitcase. So for t-shirts, undergarments, bathing suits, workout clothes, that kind of thing, I think these are fantastic. And then the last category that we're gonna get into, and I'm just touching it just like a little bit, is the pets category. And actually, I think this is all cat oriented. And I have 2 dogs, but I do have 1 grand cat and she has gotten pretty spoiled. So let me walk you through these items. Number 47 is this pet. It doesn't have to be for a cat, but our dogs did not like it. It's this pet water fountain. Cats like the moving water. Dogs think it's a little creepy from what I've gathered. But we got this for my son's cat, Nyx. She loves it. Kind of becoming a little bit of a water fountain snob and now doesn't want to drink out of just a standing water bowl, but I love that. Number 48, we seem to be into the automatic feeding and care of cats, is this automatic pet food feeder, really cat food. And this is fantastic, especially because if you leave your cat for a few days to travel, you can still feed your cat. You just program it and it spits out the food, the exact amount that you want at the time that you want it. There's also an app so you can do it remotely. And I'm sure you've all seen the videos on Instagram or TikTok where the cats are just, they know the sound, and the minute they hear that food hitting the food bowl, they just go running to the food bowl. It's pretty fun to watch. 49 is good for cat and dog owners. It's the Chom Chom roller that you roll along on the sofas or wherever to pick up the pet hair. We gave ours to Shane. He has a black cat. She sheds like nobody's business. Our dogs aren't big shedders, so I was like, just take ours. He needs to do it like every day, especially because he has almost white sofas and a black cat. It's not a good mix. Highly, highly recommend it. And then lastly, if you're like me and you don't have grandchildren yet, so you just like to spoil what you can, which means the grand cats and the grand dogs, you buy the giant cat tree. Now, I did not see this option. This is 82.5 inches. I did not see this when I bought the most recent one. I think the one I got him was maybe 72 inches. So we've got, this one is ginormous. And I will tell you, it will take you a little bit of time to put it together. But these are the most amazing cat trees. The cat loves it. I'm not gonna lie, I'm tempted to buy this one. I'm not going to, but if you're looking for a cat tree, is there a better one on the market? I do not think so. I've hit number 50. I've spent far too much time in front of a computer culling down the tens of thousands of items to these 50. This is not even a dip of your toe in the water of the Amazon spring sale, but this video has gone on long enough. This is the community. It's not just about me telling you what I think you should buy. Tell me, tell us. Let's keep this conversation going down in the description box. If there's some deals you see that you think the rest of us need to know about, let us know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope that you have a great time, and the next time I see you, I'll be giving you my list of favorite things from March, and it'll be on my birthday. Have a great weekend. Have fun shopping. I'll see you Sunday.